Now this next question comes in from Dom in regards to my use of the YouTube Premieres feature for my weekly wrap-up videos. And I wanted to talk a little bit about Premieres and get some more feedback from all of you. I know a lot of folks wrote in who were really upset about it, but my data is not showing me that it's impacting me negatively. In fact, it's impacting me quite the opposite. I wanted to give you some thoughts about Premieres and where I think it works well on this channel and what I plan to do with it moving forward, and I'll certainly consider some other stuff as well. But let's take a look at what Dom wrote, because what he wrote in really encapsulates what a bunch of other people were saying in different comments. So the first problem is that he's getting notification for things that he can't watch. So what happens is that when I schedule the premiere, I think it pushes out a notification to tell you that I scheduled the premiere and this video is going to go up at a certain time. Then when the video posts, you get a second notification. And the challenge that I have with this video, the wrap-up video, is that we usually shoot it Monday morning, we edit in the early afternoon, and then it's usually uploaded or in the process of uploading by the late afternoon, and then it's airing a couple hours later in the evening. So it's possible that you get a notification around 5 or so, and then another notification at 7 when it actually goes up. Now that notification behavior is, I think, the same as how a live stream works. So if I were to schedule a live stream for 5 o'clock today, when I schedule it, you get pushed a notification, and then a second notification gets pushed out when I go live. So I don't think it's operating any differently than the live streams do. But I can see, if you're not accustomed to channels that have a lot of live streaming, for example, the multiple notifications are aggravating, and if you're used to clicking on a notification and actually going to a video, this is definitely not how you're going to experience the YouTube Premieres feature. You're going to get brought to the page where the video will be, but it won't be there until the time that it premieres. Now, another thing that Dom brings up in his video is something that is a concern of mine as well, which is that if he misses the first half of the video, he then has to wait until the entire thing streams out before he can watch the beginning. And I went in during one of my premieres to look at that, and sure enough, I could not rewind. Now, I posted up on the YouTube Creator Insider channel when they were talking about premieres that this was a problem for me. They thought that you could rewind the video, but at least in my experience, I don't recall being able to do that. So hopefully they address that so that if you do come in later and want to catch the beginning, you can still do that and not have to wait until the whole thing goes up. And again, I can definitely see where this is a concern, because if you get the notification and you're used to tapping on the notification immediately to go to the video, you pop in and we're almost done, and you have to wait another 5 or 10 minutes until you can actually watch the video. I could see that being a problem, and I'm going to take a look again tonight and just see if it's possible to rewind. They thought it could on the Creator Hub channel, but I don't think so. So hopefully that's something maybe YouTube addresses with it. He's also annoyed because my videos do come out late for him where he is in the world. And he also pointed me to the Strange Parts channel, which had a video backfire on him. And you can check out his video link there on screen to get the full scoop on it. But what happened here is he spent a lot of time and money putting that video together, and I think the use of Premieres actually hurt him in that case versus helping him. He had a very good initial experience with the viewership in the chat room, but after that, things didn't go as well, and he saw the video did not perform as well as some of his other ones did, primarily because I think he got a lot of downvotes just because he decided to use Premieres to release it. I saw a few also before the video even posted up, and I think it'd be probably better if YouTube would just restrict any kind of rating on the video until it actually gets posted, because I know a lot of people just don't like Premieres and never will, and are just downvoting stuff automatically. And I certainly understand and are listening to some of the concerns people had, but when I look at my data, as I always do when I try something new, I'm seeing a very different story. Now, this little tab here is on the new Creator Hub or Studio Hub on YouTube when you log in, and it gives you an idea as to how well your last uploaded video is doing against your other ones. I think this was done maybe a few hours after the video was posted. And you can see here on views, it's not doing the best, primarily because my wrap-up videos never do well on views. I think the most that I usually get is about 5,000, give or take, on a wrap-up video. Average is about 3,000 to 3,500 or so, maybe 3,700 I think is the average for me. So generally, it was performing view-wise as most of my wrap-up videos do. But look at the watch time and the view duration up significantly versus my other content. And I think that is a big deal here, and that was something that I noticed right away, especially in the early hours of the video. We just got more retention of the wrap-up video because these do tend to be long, and I think the fact that people were in the chat room with each other and with me talking about the topics that we were covering on the show It was a lot of fun for me, first of all, just to have another way to connect to viewers, but I think it also had some value to viewers. We had well over 100 people that watched the whole thing with me, and I think that is more than I usually get as far as duration goes when a video gets uploaded, and that looked to me like it was really something that I think the wrap-up has benefited from. Now, a week out, that video is doing about the same as my others have done from a view perspective, so I don't think I really lost any viewership there, and it looks like the retention again and the watch time was certainly up on this. Some of my wrap-ups have had more watch time than others, but sometimes the topics are just more interesting from one week to the next. So I don't want to stop doing this just yet. But I do want to let you know that this is a scheduled thing, that it's not going to be some arbitrary time that the video gets uploaded. So Monday nights here in the US, Eastern Time at 7 p.m., whether I do a premiere or not, that is when the video gets uploaded. That's been the time I've been uploading the wrap-up video just about every week since I started doing this full time, because it's my Monday activity. I do the wrap-up, nothing else. If I can get the wrap-up done early, then I move on to something else, but I want to make sure this video is up by 7 p.m. Monday nights. And if we do a premiere, that's the time we'll have the premiere running. If we don't do a premiere, it'll just be up as a regular on-demand video. So again, the wrap-up every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern USA time is when you'll find it. So if you do want to set a little notification to remind yourself when to jump into the chat room when we do a premiere, please do. And if you are signed up for notifications, that notification will alert you to this time every time. Now, my Q&A for you this week, of course, is on premieres, what you think of it. I've heard about a 50-50 mix of feedback from people who have provided it. People that were really into the chat really liked it. Other folks really did not like the notifications getting pushed out, but really from the direct feedback I've had, it's running about 50-50 yay and nay. So that's a close call there. And I really just want to let this go out another couple of times here just to see if there is any measurable impact, negative or positive, over a longer span of time. So I want to get at least 4 of these done just to see if there was any big difference here between doing a premiere versus not doing a premiere insofar as watch time and retention is concerned. I'm going to take a look at the data and then make a follow-up decision from that. But again, I really enjoy the experience of chatting with viewers in this way. It's something that it's nice to have this shared experience for a community, and I think that's one of the things that I really like about it, just because I don't often have enough time to do a proper live stream on a regular basis, and I really want to have that connection. So that's why I did it, but I'd love to hear from you all about whether I should keep doing it down in the comments below.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold level supporters Chris Allegretta, the 4 Guys with Quarters podcast, Tom Albrecht, Too Much Sauce, Gerard Newberg, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to Lon.TV/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe.